the nature of a substitute. The clerk shall designate the amendment in the nature of a substitute.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, Chairman. When Title IX became law,
The gentleman shall suspend for a moment till the clerk designates the amendment.
HR 734, offered by Mr. Owens of Utah.
The gentleman is now recognized.
thank you, Madam
Excuse me.
Chair.
Without objection, the amendment shall be considered original text and open to amendment at any point. The amendment in the nature of a substitute has already been distributed. I now recognize Mr. Owens for 5 minutes to explain the amendment in the nature of a substitute.
Thank you, Madam Chair. When Title IX became law, participation in women's sports was still rare, and scholarships for female athletes were virtually non-existent. Title IX changed everything. I welcome the changes brought by Title IX. I believe women should have the equal opportunity in every arena, but especially in education that includes sports. Sports have had a profound impact on me, and I've seen how sports empowered the women in my lives, including my 5 daughters, and helped shape their character. I'm saddened to think that the same opportunities might not be available in the future. I want to continue seeing young girls and women benefit from the protections of Title IX. That's why I support the Protection of Women and Girls in Sports Act, authored by Republican Greg Steube of Florida. This legislation ensures that when it comes to institutions and programs receiving federal education dollars, biological females compete against other biological females in sports. Up until a few years ago, having women's only leagues was considered common sense. Allowing biological men to compete in women's sports not only eclipses women, but eventually erases them from the winner's circle altogether. Once again, those rascally words, common sense. Men and women have vastly different athletic abilities when it comes to muscle mass, lung capacity, height, and other physical characteristics. Pitting men, when, even if they identify themselves as female, against biological women in sports is patently unfair. This continues to be true even if biological male athletes suppress their testosterone levels with hormone therapy for a year. Research shows that once a biological male has gone through male puberty, his skeletal and muscular structures gives him a physical advantage over women in strength, speed, and endurance. This, my friends, is called science. This, by the way, is not just about a game. Many girls rely on athletic scholarships to get into college. We should not allow biological men to steal from women and girls their spot on the sports team, a medal they've worked hard to earn, or a record they've achieved. We need more people with old school courage to stand up and say as much. We can't let young girls continue to suffer just to stay on the safe side of political correctness. There are young female athletes who have spoken up in their schools, and it's shameful that adults in charge have bullied them. These girls have been told to be quiet or be canceled, that they'll be kicked off a team, prevented from going into grad school or finding a job. This kind of intimidation and bullying by the left is wrong. Bullying is something I learned to detest growing up in the Deep South. I detest it even more today. These girls deserve to be heard. They deserve to be able to work, to sacrifice, enter the arena of fair meritocracy, and pursue their dreams and to win. I urge my colleagues to support the substitute amendment and support the underlying bill, and I'll yield back.